What up, guys? So I think I finally figured out how to get, or I finally figured out how the way I'm going to run my rig. I'm going to do 720p instead of 1080. YouTube only does 720 anyways. That way I can kind of get more videos up because they take less time to render and so forth, and I'm going to continue to use this microphone. I finally got it working. But that is neither here nor there. I'm uploading this video. I think it's 30 and 5 or 30 and 4, something along those lines. But I'm using the MP5k on Favela. I'm using the C4. There's one C4 kill that I want to highlight. I think it's pretty sick. But the reason I'm uploading this video is to use this as a platform for when to be aggressive and when not to be. Those two first kills were just, you know, they were deserved, I guess. I was just laying out in the open, but I was trying to figure out how to use my C4. I forgot if it was, you know, left on the D-pad like in COD 4 or R2 or R1 or whatever. But yeah, so right here, I was killed twice. I'm just trying to kind of gauge where I am or where everybody else is. I realize I'm in the middle of the map. And when you're in the middle of the map, you're in, I would argue, a dangerous place because, you know, you can get hit from all angles. So what I'm doing here, I'm just kind of, I'm sitting around. I'm concentrating on getting my UAV because the most important component in this game is intelligence. And you'll hear me stress that again and again and again. If I can figure out where you are, then I am more then I am better able to get kills and to not die. And that's ultimately what it is we're trying to do here. I will admit I'm kind of hanging around this building too long. I saw that a Harrier came in, so I couldn't really bail when I wanted to. And I almost died there. I'm glad I didn't, because I was actually going to go out and try and pick him off, but that's another thing. You got to learn discipline in this game. You got to know when to go after somebody and when not to. Obviously, he has the advantage for a number of reasons. He has cover, and he's using an assault rifle, I assume. I'm using a silenced submachine gun, arguably one of the worst submachine guns in the game. So as you see, I traded my post for this gentleman's post. I wasn't watching his corners, as you should have been. So as you can see, I'm finding my groove. What I'm doing is I'm going out, I'm exploring, I'm going out on an adventure, picking off a few dudes, then going back to my home base. And I think that's an overall smart strategy. I lose this guy right here. Or wait, do I get him? Yeah, I get him. That's what happened. Okay, now I remember. I've realized that corner of the map is probably the best place to put your Harrier for a number of reasons. It's a choke point and it's a spawn point. Now I see this guy over here, and take note of how I approach this. So I see a guy way off in the corner. I obviously have to run out in the open for a number of meters in order to get to him. So I take him out. I realize there's one more guy in there. Almost get picked off there. Now, this is the part where I use the C4. I realize that this is a very popular spot, so I check the window. Or I see him. I realize that he's coming, so I put out my C4. And I wait. Now I can no longer see him, and so as I run away, I listen and I wait and I wait. There, see, and I push the C4 just as I learn that he's in there, and I do that by audio cues and so forth. C4 is a very tough piece of equipment to use effectively. Because, you know, when you use the C4, you're vulnerable as you're putting it out, so you can't use it in rush situations. And secondly, you know, it's hard to tell when somebody is actually near the C4. So you got to kind of really go with your gut and use your intuition to basically know when you want to, you know, double tap X to set it off. Also, another thing with the submachine guns, you wanna use cover. You wanna go in between cover. This was a bad move. If he hadn't have had a handgun and was looking off into space, then I probably would have been dead. I'm kind of pissed off here. I should have got this guy. Should have got this guy. This is my second Harrier attack. I think I get 2 or 3 guys right here. The Harrier's a great kill streak. It's obviously overpowered, but I mean, it's in your toolbox. Use it, you know. Oh, maybe I don't. But yeah, I mean, it's a great way to rack up kills. And although Harrier can be used as your last kill streak, I would encourage you to use it as your middle kill streak, or even first, because if it isn't shot down, and honestly, most of the time my Harrier is shot down, but when it isn't shot down, I mean, you're talking about, you know, 4 to 8 kills in a matter of a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So it's a great way to build towards your next kill streak. Just remember, if you're deliberately going for something like a nuke, you know, when you get up there into your 10th or 11th streak, you want to use more cover and make a more of a conscious effort to kind of slow your pace down and play on a more defensive in a more defensive strategy. And although I love this gun, I mean, I'm always going to have a special place in my heart for the MP5. The recoil is it's so bouncy. It's unbelievably bouncy. Now right here, I take this guy out. I steal his kill, and I would have killed him, but he killed himself. Jumped off a building. So this next kill, I realize that somebody's camping in a corner, or I think he's camping, and then I realize he called in, you know, a care package. So see him down there on the radar. Come around, got him. And if you notice, there's nobody on. Oh, he just spawned there. That's what it was. Typical. If you ever hear that claymore click, you gotta know to just bone out, just run. Sometimes you can run past them. Mission Creep signing out. Thanks for the support. Rate, comment, subscribe. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about my videos, the quality, the tactics, strategies, anything. Let me know. But take it easy. I'll try and put up another video today or tomorrow. Peace out, guys.